let's talk about Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. This film was directed by Jack Shoulder. Unlike the first Nightmare on Elm Street, it was released in November 1st of 1985 and has a runtime of 87 minutes. The thing that I appreciate about this film, and really the only positive I can name, is that they brought back Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and he delivered pretty well with his acting performance when he had the floor, just as he did in the first film. This film follows Jesse Walsh, and basically Freddy Krueger possesses him in a way, and whenever Freddy Krueger wants to kill someone, he'll take over his body and make him do it, basically framing him for the murder. So a majority, if not all, of the kills take place in the real world. I think the biggest issue with the sequel is that they really missed the mark with what made the original Nightmare on Elm Street so scary. What made the original Nightmare on Elm Street so scary was the idea that someone could just go and kill you inside your dreams, along with the really creepy dreamlike visuals, the atmosphere, and the demeanor of the killer. This film didn't capture any of that. It took on a whole nother concept that was largely inferior and set up for much less structure and pacing. Even when they did capture a dream sequence, it didn't have the same visuals, it didn't have the same creepy atmosphere to it. It was just Freddy Krueger trying to possess him instead of just Freddy Krueger being like a genuine predator and trying to kill him. The other thing that made the original Nightmare on Elm Street so scary was the idea that no one could see or believe it. No one would believe you if you told them that Freddy Krueger was attempting to kill you inside your dreams. You're completely on your own and isolated. Here, Freddy Krueger is literally killing people inside the real world. Like, sometimes in public spaces where everyone can see it. That completely takes away from the scare factor of Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street in general. Another major issue is there's many times in this film where the acting would just flop, especially with Kim Myers as Lisa Weaver. Many times their acting was really exaggerated. There's even a scene where she was standing there and holding a knife as Freddy Krueger was approaching her, when there's literally a glass door that she could have kicked down. She could have just gotten out of there. A lot of these characters make really stupid decisions. Even Jesse Walsh, he would make some really stupid decisions too. One of the things that made the original Nightmare on Elm Street so good was that Heather Langenkamp did a really good job playing Nancy Thompson. But Nancy Thompson as a character also made really smart decisions. She knew when to run away and get out of there, and she also found the right ways to get out of the dream. She also knew when to attack Freddy Krueger too. She would even set up traps to catch Freddy Krueger, or she would set up alarms to escape the dreams. None of the characters in this sequel are smart, even close to as smart as Nancy Thompson. Honestly, this was an extremely disappointing sequel. I'm giving Nightmare on Elm Street 2 5 out of 10. But as always, I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video.